Howdy Sketchies, it's Megan of Hello North, and today I've got just a quick review of the stuff that came in the April Art Snacks box. I've been super busy where I work, where it's coming close to one of our main huge events for the year, and I am the primary person on the creative team, so I design products, I design t-shirts, make sure all that gets done, and then I actually have a piece to play in the event, so it's been pretty stressful. I haven't been able to do a whole lot of art that I would like to do in my own free time, and I didn't even get a chance to really open this box. It was kind of like open it, throw it on the table, and make sure that it's ready just for me to do some stuff with. So this month we got a Pentel Graph Gear pencil, and it's a mechanical pencil, 0.05, retails for about $9.95. We also got a Kuretake medium inkwell brush. It's the kind of paint brushes that you can put the water in, and it's really great little paintbrush. It retails anywhere from $4 to $5 depending on where you buy it. Then we also have the Winsor & Newton watercolor marker. I got mine in a turquoise, and it retails anywhere from $7.99 up to $8 depending on where you buy it. And then the big special item this month was the Copic multi-liner in lavender. It is a brand new multi-liner from Copic. It retails for roughly about $9-10. I got mine in a 0.03, so I'm talking hair tiny. It is very fine, and I was very excited when I opened it. I've never really used a watercolor marker before. I would assume that it's basically just watercolor. But the Graph Gear pencil, which I'm using right now to do my sketch, I really did like it. It's got a nice weight to it. The handle or the grip on it is very tactile. It looks very official. But I'm my heart's set on my Art Snacks drafting pencil. It's my go-to pencil. It's almost at lucky status for me at this point. So this pencil was kind of like, oh, it's another 0.05 pencil. It's not going to be just right up my alley. So my husband claimed it, and after this video, it was immediately taken by him. If you can tell from what I am drawing, I'm doing something a little bit different. I've been working on a lot of work-related stuff and also getting ready for a couple conventions that I have in May. So lots of fan art, and I really wanted to do something that I like to draw, and I like to draw very weird, kind of story-esque, symbolic pieces, and I've gotten really good at drawing water, so I thought I would kind of put that in the mix, which I really enjoyed drawing this. I think it turned out pretty good, at least the sketch, and then at least up to this point, it was turning out really great. Now, just like I mentioned just a few seconds ago, I am doing some conventions here in May. Here in Albuquerque, I will be at the Duke City Comic Con. It's a brand new little convention that they're trying to get off the ground here, done by the same people who do the Albuquerque Comic Con. So I will be at that convention. It's fairly small. You can go online. I'll put a link down below for that one. And then my first really big convention, I will be at the Phoenix Comic Book Convention here the end of May during the Memorial Weekend. I'm super excited about it. We just officially made sure that the table's paid for. We got it. All that fun jazz. I can't wait to be there. So if you are in the Phoenix area or you're going to the Phoenix convention, please stop by, say hello. I don't know what my table is yet, but if you like my Facebook page, I will keep you updated. Or if you're on Instagram or YouTube, I will keep somebody updated somehow. So back to some of the products in the April Art Snacks. This is the Copic multi-liner. It is really beautiful. It's a beautiful lavender color, Sadly, because of how thin my pen was, it's very hard to see on the video. I mean, you can kind of tell that it's purple, but it kind of looks a little on the blue side, just under the light and how thin it was. And like I said, it's a very tiny, it's a very delicate pen. It was very difficult to really get some line weight to it. I know some people who do amazing, beautiful art pieces with these fine liners. I am not one of those people. I like to have varying line weight to make it look a little bit more interesting, and so that's why I use a lot of pocket brush pens or pens that I can get varying widths out of. I felt like this pen, as I was going through it, I had to be very sensitive with it. I couldn't really press on it, so the darker lines that you're seeing, I had to go over multiple times to get it to go on the paper. I feel like the Copic markers would do much better on a marker paper or a slick paper. This paper was watercolor, since I had every intention of using the watercolor marker, and when I tested it out on some other paper, the watercolor marker, it didn't do very well. So I am working on watercolor paper, so I think that probably added to the fact that I was having to go over and over the lines with the Copic multi-liner, just because the paper was just sucking up all the ink. And sadly, halfway through this illustration, I started feeling like I was losing ink, that it was actually running out of ink, because it wasn't going on as vibrant or dark as it was when it first started. And there's no way for me to check the marker, like how much of the multi-liner, how much ink is left in it. And so it was very frustrating for me. I really loved the color. I really loved how it looked, but it felt like it was losing its ink. And I think part of that is because of the fact that it was such a fine tip, and doing an entire illustration in that fine tip to me just did not feel right. That's why my illustration is very small. I was very worried that I was going to run out of multi-liner before I could even finish. But the color is beautiful. Copic is always, their multi-liners are always great because they work with all of their markers, obviously. They don't smudge. You can lay down the outline first and then go back in the marker, and it's not going to smear everywhere. Something I don't normally do. I normally go the color first and then put on the multi-liner. But as you can see here, I'm using a watercolor. I'm using the Kuretake paintbrush, and it's not smudging the Copic marker at all. It actually did really beautiful. Now the technique that I'm kind of using here is I am using the marker almost as an inkwell, so that way I have greater control over how dark it is. And I do this a lot if you watch any of my watercolor videos or any of my inking videos. If I am using some type of marker, I normally do this technique. It gives you a better control over what you're painting, and you can go in dark and you can go in light. See, here I was trying to go in with the marker, put down some color, and then quickly, I had one in one hand, one in the other, trying to move the color out. The marker, I mean, what you had to work very quickly. I felt that if you let it sit there for too long, that it would be permanent, and that's kind of what I got. It looks very lovely. It's very dark, and you can get these very nice differences, but the moment that you put it down, it's gonna be there if you don't quickly add water to it. You can't get it to move very far. So I decided to put a little bit of a background because I felt like it needed something. So I'm just going in with the Kuretake paintbrush and putting in some of the color, pulling it from the marker. I really did enjoy this April Art Snacks box because I love having these Kuretake water well brushes, and I did really enjoy the Copic multi-liner. I'm hoping that the ink isn't completely gone out of it. This is right after I finished. But I just want to say thank you. I'm not sponsored by Art Snacks, by the way. If you want an Art Snacks box for yourself, check the link below. But until next time, guys, keep on sketching. Howdy, sketchies. I thought I'd just introduce you to a couple people in our family. Today is National Pet Day here in the US, and I thought you guys should meet some of my furry children. So this is Ruru. This is Ruru. She's almost 4 years old. She is a Doxador, and we adopted her 3 years ago, and she is the best dog ever. Yes, she is. She is part Dachshund, part Lab. So, oh, she knows she's being recorded. And then her tiny little sister, who's chewing on my shoe. We just got her yesterday. We adopted her. And she is a Rottland, or at least we think that's what she is. We adopted her from the Humane Society. This is Zelda. She is 10 weeks old. And she likes to chew on everything. But we think that she's part Rottweiler and part Newfoundland mix. And can I have that? Let me have it. Let me have it. Oh, she's so fluffy. Well, if you have any pets, leave a comment down below. Oh my gosh! No, Zelda, no!